I've built a Notion portfolio that has helped a lot of developers land jobs without referrals or fancy resumes. It's not a template, it's a high signal, recruiter friendly doc that shows what you have built and how you think. I'm going to walk you through all of the different sections here. But overall, the key points for this portfolio is it's designed for fast skimming. There's no fluff, it's just one page you scroll and you easily get to know what the thought process is of a particular candidate. It also has some prompts that you can use to write your points better. It asks you to show your projects as well as your decision making process. This is very important because this is a section that most dev portfolios miss. We have entered the era of product first devs. Only development is not going to cut it now. You also need to show that hey, you can do something more than AI, which is how you make decisions. And it's built to stand out even if you don't have a CS degree or any prior job history. So I'm just going to share this template now. Okay, so how it starts. So, okay, how to use this template? You can click on duplicate on the top right. You can save this page in your Notion and then click on edit, and at the end publish Notion site. On the top right bar you'll see a share and publish button. Change the icon, this icon, change the cover, add your photo, add anything else that you want to showcase here, and then edit this text. Start with a high level snapshot of who you are, because if someone only reads this, if they get a decent view of what technologies you like, what are you looking for, they know whether to read forward or not. So start with this. You can use this ChatGPT prompt to help you write this section. Now next section, which is very important, is write your best two projects here. You don't need to write 3, 5, 10. Just pick your best two. Which one's for the most complex for you to manage? Write that. The problem with writing 5 or 10 is that they might just pick one project randomly, and that might not be your most complex one. It could be a to do app, but then they will just assume that hey, all other apps are of similar complexity. So skip majority of your projects, put your best foot forward, pick either one project to showcase or maximum two, and this shows proof that you can build something real. Include one line description, how you approached problem solving in this project. This is more important, because if you just write one line description and add the project link, तो वो तो AI भी कर सकता है. तो now you need to mention that hey, how you approach this problem, what or where did you get stuck in, and how did you resolve those things. Add your tech stack, add your decision behind which tech stack did you pick. This is important. Talk about pros and cons, like why did you use Tailwind and not something else. If you're picking a framework, Angular, React, or Vue, which one did you pick? Because this gives a very good idea of how long have you been working with this. Like, have you just done the basics, हेलो वर्ल्ड ट्यूटोरियल करके आपने प्रोजेक्ट बना दिया है, या आपको डेप्थ में चीज़ें पता है. दिस नीड नॉट बी 100% एक्यूरेट, बट जस्ट टॉकिंग अबाउट योर डिसीजंस gives more confidence to the recruiter. And this is the mandatory part. Add a video demo. Make sure that it talks about, it shows the product in action. It's not just you talking about it. It shows the project in action. You try some interactions and show how it responds to you. You could keep it like 2 to 3 minutes, and you can use some of the tools that I mentioned here. If you have any traffic on your project, or any number of users are using it, you can add that as a bonus as well. Any number is a good number. You don't need high numbers. You don't need 1,000 users. Even if you have 2 users, 5 users, just mention that hey, this is a project that I've shown to some people as well. Like, that is what they want to look for. Then you can add how I think. So again, this is a section meant to highlight your product thinking and judgment. Usually you have a boring skill list, right? You have a skill list, 5 10 things, and then you rate yourself 4 out of 5, 7 8 9 out of 10, etc. That is gone. Like ditch that. Share what you care about when building stuff. What's your go-to stack and why? Like why is very important. Is it easy? Have you done a lot of projects with it? Have you tried a bunch of things and then figured out this is the best for your use case? What are you currently learning now? Why? This again shows that hey, you ran into some issues with your current setup and then now you're exploring something new because of that. Or maybe you just like learning for the sake of learning. So you're just someone who keeps improving or keeps learning new things. That could, like, anything you add here that adds brownie points to your portfolio. Now this is a mandatory section, learning log. This is something that everyone misses. This gives a very great signal of momentum and curiosity. If you just write currently learning JavaScript, it or TypeScript, it does not give me anything. But if you tell, hey, this month I learned this quarter I learned this, now I'm learning this because I hit so and so limitation, I'm building some mini project to practice it, and you keep adding this every month. This tells me your history of how you started, how long have you been working with things, what is your like tech stack arc, so to say, where which tech did you start with, then which other technologies did you explore. This gives me a very good data point on like how depth in depth things you know. And then at the end you can add a call to action, let's talk. Give them a reason to reach out, not just a contact form. You can add your email, LinkedIn, GitHub, um, phone number up to you if you want to add or not. Email definitely add, make sure there are no typos. I've seen many portfolios which have a typo here. And overall, this is an important point, add a Calendly link here. This allows anyone viewing your portfolio to book a meeting with you directly without having to like email you, hey, when are you free at this time, etc, etc. You can just add a setting that says um, you need a minimum 1 day buffer to in Calendly. When you go, you'll see a setting which asks you when can someone schedule a call. So don't set it ki people can schedule a call in 1 hour ekdam se, because then you won't be able to see that email and you might miss that. So keep the setting as 1 day in advance, 24 hours in advance, so that every day when you are checking your email or calendar, you see that hey, this meeting has been booked and you can be available for that meeting. So uh, make sure you add this. And like just to recap, add a TLDR version of your portfolio at the top, and then start your portfolio with a product demo. As soon as you show some game you have built or product you have created, you show the interactions, it gives a very good sense of your skill set. You can also add what I'm looking for box, which basically tells anyone who is reading what are the company preferences that you're looking for. This is more suited for experienced professionals. If you're a fresher, you don't need this. But yeah, if if you are someone who has a tight preference, strict preference of what you want, you can add here as well. For example, you want something at early stage startup where you can have a lot of ownership, work closely with a bunch of teams, ship fast. You can write that. Um, you can add a tiny note at the top. This is built for fast skimming. Explore anything that sparks your interest. Humans like to have control, so just adding this line psychologically makes a lot of sense. And add a lot of images or gifs. Like text is boring, but anything visual um, keeps the reader hooked onto what you're saying. So Notion supports images, gifs, so you can add a small screenshot or a gif right next to each project title. So yeah, that's pretty much about it. If you use this template and like it, um, let me know at swapnil@cacto.com. Feel free to share any feedback or questions, and you can tag me on Twitter or LinkedIn as well. My handle is swap. Agarwal. Bye bye.